In the era after independence until the 1960s, the placement of migrant workers abroad did not involve the government intervention, but it was done individually by kinship and was also still very traditional. Malaysia and Saudi Arabia were the main destination for sending workers after the issuance of Government Regulation Number 4 of 1970 and the launch of the Interstate Work Program, abbreviated as ACAN. The placement of migrant workers to these foreign countries has been regulated by the government and involved the intervention of the private sector. Placement and protection of migrant workers abroad, and also added with the establishment of National Agency for the Placement and Protection of Migrant Workers, or abbreviated as BNP2TKI. As time goes by, and also followed by the development of the population, Indonesia's needs in the economy sector are growing as well as the workforce in Indonesia. Unfortunately, the development of the labor force is not followed by the development of the availability of jobs in Indonesia. So, the distribution of migrant workers to various countries is an effort to reduce the problem of job availability. The types of migrant workers are: the first one is legal labor. Indonesian workers are Indonesian citizens who carry out socio-economic activities abroad within a certain time, and obtain permission or authorization from the government that handles migrant workers issues. Next, illegal labor. Illegal workers are the labor force who prepare their departure abroad to fill jobs in a country, but job unofficial institution. This causes many mistakes to be made, such as falsification of documents needed for the administration process and the survival of the labor in the country to be visited. The distribution of labor is regulated in Law Number 39 of 2004, which also regulated the condition and the subjects that can divide Indonesian workers to various countries, including Malaysia. However, not a few of the many labor force still do not reach the qualification of Indonesian workers who can be dispatched to the other countries. This has an impact on the number of Indonesian workers who end up forcing their departure to various countries by using the service of PTGKI, which also does not have a license to send migrant workers to various countries. Illegal smuggling of Indonesian workers in Malaysia often occurs for those workers who do not have a legal permit. It is also concerning that illegal smuggling of Indonesian workers in Malaysia, often followed by various acts of violence, unfair wage, and rape by employer in Malaysia. Many cases have occurred related to the smuggling of illegal Indonesian workers in Malaysia. Take the case of Herlina Trisnawati, an Indonesian worker who was sentenced to death due to her effort to defend herself for violence committed by her employer, and allegedly killed her employer. Herlina Trisnawati was dispatched to PTGKI named PT Jatim Sukses Makmur with several invalid documents. Because of this problem, the Indonesian government had difficulty defending the right of its citizens who work as Indonesian workers in Malaysia. The effort to resolve the form of violence that occurred to Indonesian workers in Malaysia is the formation of bilateral agreement between the government of Indonesia and the government of Malaysia. The formation of the agreement is very likely to be implemented because cases of the violence that occur in Malaysia are increasing day by day. This is done to face and respond the problem of migrant workers in Malaysia. International law is in a bad fog.